Welcome to the Connors and Ferris High School Sports Show. Jeff, DiVeronica and Steve Bradley. And Steve, the only thing I like better at our shows where we're in the postseason leading up to the sectionals is when we get to talk to some Section 5 champions. First one's up this winter season, Webster Schroeder Hockey, Class B champs for the first time in 9 years. Congratulations, Webster Schroeder. And his first-year coach, David Broussard, is with us. Coach, congrats. We'll talk more a bit about your history with the program because it's not like you're a first-year coach, but you're really not. These guys know you. So we'll talk about that. We've also got the man, Steve, I'll let you do the introductions for the goalie for Colin because it was fantastic. Go ahead.
Well, Colin Smith, senior goalie, 85 saves in the last 2 games, Jeff. He's somewhat attracted to vulcanized rubber, which, as we know, hockey pucks are made out of. And then we've got Jason Simons on the left, and Mr. Grattan is our man in the middle, correct?
Yep. Matt Grattan, defenseman, he's a senior, and Jason Simons, a sophomore who also has come up pretty darn big in the championship game. You beat Churchville Childlight 2-1. The Saints, the #1 seed. You were a 3 seed, Coach Broussard, with barely a 500 record, just over 500. What'd you think about this group coming to the postseason? Were you guys coming in on an uptick? And I guess, how proud are you what they just accomplished?
I am tremendously proud of what they've accomplished. It's an amazing, amazing thing, especially for myself as a longtime coach and an alumni. It means the world. It's great. We were coming into the playoffs feeling pretty good. Yes, we were only a game or 2 above 500, but we were in some tight games with some really good teams. And we had played some really good competition throughout the year. I said to the guys right from the first game of the first round, you guys are battle tested and you're ready. And they've just picked it up tremendously, and I couldn't be prouder of them.
Jeff, battle tested is the term too. There are 3 sectional games: opener with Geneseo Ave on Livonia, shutout; semifinal, great game against Aquinas, 1-0 game. Schrader prevails. And then Churchville Chili, which was scoring about 4.5, 5 goals a game, 2-1 game. And Colin, 45 saves. They didn't score till the final 37 seconds. Looked like you were locked in. I mean, they talk about goalies getting in his zone. Talk about where you were and as a senior, how important it was for you to bring this championship back to Webster.
Yeah, obviously growing up around the rink, I saw the 2014 team and always looked up to Ryan Butel, who's actually my goalie coach now. So it was really cool always working with him, learning from him. When you say enter in a zone, it's great. It's, the simple philosophy, see puck, stop puck. And my defenseman did a great job of that. I saw every shot. They were clearing all rebounds that were away. I give Gratz a lot of credit. He's our big guy down there, and he made sure, other guys could stand there. And it felt great as a team that we were all kind of in that zone, not just me as the goalie, but our defense was working, our forwards were working. We were just a great defensive unit for, the run. So
let me ask, I think it was Gratz. Is that the nickname we're going with here? Gratz. Matt Grattan, defenseman, senior. Yeah. Let's go back to the semifinals real quick because you took down the #2 seed and then you beat the 1 seed in the final. But in beating Aquinas, penalty kill was 4 for 4. How well did you guys play? Who were some of the guys that were helping kill off those penalties back there for you?
Yeah, some of the guys are like Nick Scott, Anthony Busteri, Will Lawton, David Hyde, just our go-to penalty killers. And we knew we had to lock in. This is one of the most important games, especially since last year we lost to them. We already had that chip on our shoulder. We knew what they were like. We knew how they played, and we just locked it down in front of Smitty. We just played our hearts out on that penalty kill. It was really awesome.
And Jeff, Jason, if you squeeze in just a hair, Jason, you had both goals in that championship game. So I know it takes a team to do that, but to be able to have that kind of contribution, and you're a sophomore, right?
Yeah.
In a big game like that, what was clicking for you on Sunday?
I mean, it was amazing. I have some friends on Churchville that were talking to me about the game, saying they were going to win the whole time. So it was good. It kind of had that chip on my shoulder going into the game. And after I scored that first one, I had a lot of confidence. Then the second one came, and I had even more confidence, and I knew we could shut them down.
Now, Coach, you guys lost to them in the regular season twice. And they were good game, 4-2 on December 6th and 6-5 when vulcanized rubber wasn't exactly attracted to you guys.
To any of the goalies that night, to be honest.
Exactly.
To either side, yeah, it was attracted to the twine.
Yes.
But what was what did you learn about this Churchville team? And give them credit; they had a great season. I know
Absolutely.
they were playing for history too. They've never won it. But what was the difference in this game on Sunday?
I think it was the team defense, and I think Colin will agree with me. Don't get me wrong. Like, Colin was unbelievable the other night, and he was an enormous difference in the game. But I think their commitment to what they did together, all 5 guys on the ice at once, to execute a plan and take care of business, I think that was really the difference. I think in that 6-5 game, we elected to do the track meet, we call it in hockey, back and forth. And, everybody was like, well, we scored 5 goals. And I'd say, well, it doesn't really matter if we score 5, if we give up 6. Right. So I think we just changed our game plan, and Colin was awesome. And here we are.
Gratz, when you've got a goalie that's playing the way that Colin is, what does that do for you and the defensive core in terms of focusing on your job? Playoff hockey, everybody, like Coach says, everybody loves to see the fancy scores, but you look at the games, the other championship game was 2-1. You won 1-0 in the semis. You kind of know every shift you're out there is clutch. I mean, you want to come back. You don't want to come back a minus. And when your goalie's as hot as Colin was, what does that do for your confidence?
Well, it gives all the defense confidence and trust in him that he's going to make the first save, and just basically for us to focus on tying up sticks and making sure that nobody gets that rebound, and just fully trusting Smitty on that first shot, because he's been stellar all season, and you can tell he's playing out of his mind. And basically just the defense just to tie people up and make sure they don't get that second opportunity for a shot.
And Jeff, this group seems super loose. And,
super excited. That was quite a celebration too, by the way. I saw some of the clips. Yeah. It was amazing.
Yeah. But Colin, what's this group like? I mean, you seem super loose. You're having a lot of fun. Obviously it's great to win a championship, but you win a championship, one of the benefits is you get more time with your teammates. What's the relationship and bond that this team has?
This team's just so close with each other ever since, day one. I give a lot of credit to our other captain, Gavin Gudica. We didn't have a coach until I think September or something. We were kind of a train without a conductor. And I give him a lot of credit. He got us in the summer, skates, got us in the weight room. And really just doing those small things that those teams do to, come together and be a family. We're always going out to breakfast or dinner, or after every weightlifting we would always go to Tropical Smoothie in Webster, and Nick Salito would always try something new. Just stuff like that. Everybody loves each other. There's nobody, there's no, I don't like this guy, I don't like that guy. We came together, we've kind of been the smaller team at Webster, with Thomas and Penfield being as dominant as they had. And we all had the mindset this year that, things are going to be different. And, we're changing things. And I'm very, very proud of the group we have and the family we've made.
Why not us, right? And let's take a quick break, come back. We'll talk more. I want to hear more about Coach Broussard's history with the program. Talk to you guys about what's next for you as we move into the state tournament. So stay with us right here on the Connors and Ferris High School Sports Show.
Whether it was Dad letting you grill for the first time, or Grandpa taking you out to a ball game, or even a summer picnic before the fireworks on the 4th of July, Zweigels has created generations of memories that shape who we are and what our community has become.
Are you looking for a place to create your greater story? Roberts Wesleyan University was voted the best undergraduate program by the Rochester Business Journal Reader Rankings in 2022. We're honored and humbled for being recognized as a top winner. Within every student is a transformation story in the making. At Roberts, you'll find an academically inspiring environment led by supportive, high-quality professors. You'll build upon your education and have opportunities to pursue your interests, explore career opportunities, and shape your future forward at Roberts, a liberal arts university anchored in Christ located in Rochester, New York. Apply now for fall 2023 at roberts.edu/apply. We'll get back to you within 24 hours once you submit your application. Bring your greater story to light at Roberts Wesleyan University.
You don't choose to get hurt at work, but you can choose the workers' comp attorneys at Connors and Ferris to fight for your money and medical benefits you deserve.
With over 20 years of industry experience, we will give your case our undivided attention so that you and your family can focus on your recovery.
So call Connors and Ferris, the workers' comp attorneys dedicated to fighting for injured workers' rights.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Hi, this is Jeff DiVeronica. I'd like to tell you about my friends from Doyle Security. We lost my father-in-law a few years ago, and that meant my mother-in-law was going to be alone in her house. One of my first calls was to Doyle. Doyle has an award-winning burglary detection system, and that gave her peace of mind again. It gave her comfort. These days, you can't put a price tag on that. Whether it's for your family or yourself, at any stage of your life, Doyle is there for you. For seniors, Doyle offers a personally enabled GPS emergency response system. They have a full array of smart systems, including fire and carbon monoxide detection, security cameras, and more for your home or business. More than 35,000 families and businesses rely on Doyle every day and every night. Family owned and operated for more than 100 years, you don't have that kind of staying power unless you're doing something right. To learn more, call 1-866-GO-DOYLE or visit godoyle.com.
There are plenty of professional sports teams in Rochester, but there's also a lot of great high school sports action in each town in our area. When's the last time you checked out a high school game? Section 5 sports are about more than just wins and losses. They're about teaching teamwork, dedication, and discipline. So support the kids who play for your school. Get out and watch a high school game today. For more information, including schedules, rosters, and stats, visit section5.org. That's sectionv.org. Brought to you by the Monroe County League and Section 5.
Sweet baby, oh baby,
You know, whether you come here as a sixth grader or a ninth grader, you have to spend your 4, 5, 6 years here and just get involved in so many different things. And then you're going to go out and set fire on the earth. When you get through McQuaid Jesuit, you're not going to fail when you get out in the world.
So from the consultation to the installation, I think the word that comes to mind is easy. I've talked to a lot of people where their renovations have been nothing but headaches, and this was never a headache. It was easy. From the moment Marty came and talked with me about all the options and about all the process, he was so easy to talk to. It was like talking to an old friend. Laid everything out. There was no pressure. I just felt very at ease about the whole process. And then when Ryan came, he was in at 8 o'clock and he was out by 3:30. It was incredible. And with the supply chain issues right now, the one thing that I loved the best about Bath Fitter was that they do all of their own production and then they also do their own installation. So it was a quick process. We were able to get the installation date within a few weeks. And it was just easy, and we are so thrilled with our brand new gleaming tub, so we couldn't be happier.
Welcome back to the Connors and Ferris High School Sports Show. Jeff DiVeronica and Steve Bradley, 20th year this year program. And I mentioned that because we want to go back to Coach Broussard and his history with high school hockey here in Section 5. And Coach, give us a little snapshot of what you're a Webster grad?
I am. I'm a 1999 graduate of Webster High School.
So he did party on Sunday like it was 1999. He knows what that means. It's a song from way back.
I do. Absolutely.
Who was your coach in high school, Webster?
Mr. Jim Armstrong.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Did you guys ever? Did you guys
Yeah.
ever? Oh, did you ever
Jeff,
sniff a
Jeff,
chance?
and you won't know that Jim Armstrong tried out for the 1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team, Jeff, right?
He did. Yes, he did.
And so Miracle on Ice. There's a lot of full circle coming here.
Well, who was the Canandaigua coach? Or is the Canada?
That same gentleman, yeah.
Same guy. That's what I thought. All right, he'll tell me. I got a little hockey knowledge here, Bradley. All right, so
Yeah.
you played for him. You played in hockey, and how'd you get into coaching here in Webster?
So I played in high school, played in college, played at MCC. I was actually on the first ever full year team at MCC as the youngest player on that group. And then I went and played at Brockport. And then when I was done playing, I was fortunate enough to get scooped up by Scott Richland at the time. And he brought me right back into the Webster program. The schools were actually splitting at that time. And so I've basically been with Schroeder the entire time, except for maybe 1 or 2 years.
So, Jason, you're the sophomore, and we saw the video from the rink. You guys got the victory lap on the fire truck on Sunday night. What was that like?
It was a little scary for me. I'm afraid of heights, so it's a little scary, but it was amazing to be all with the guys. We're like family, so it was really cool to see that happen. And, that's been our goal the whole season. We've been working hard at that, so it was really cool to share it with these guys.
You guys have had a couple days to walk around school as Section 5 champs. Gratz, what's that been like? We're just going to call you Gratz. By the way, any other nicknames we need to know about among this group right here? Simons and Smith? Anything?
Simeon Smitty.
Simeon
Smitty.
All right, so
Gratz,
what's it like to walk around school as a Section 5 champion?
Oh, it's surreal. Like, just, we've had a lot of upsets this year with other sports, with making it to sectional championships and not coming through. So, just all the support from all those other sports clubs being so happy for us. It's honestly like, it's like one of the greatest gifts we could have gotten from winning this brig. It's just feels so good.
Now, Colin, you've answered a couple of questions I had written down ahead of time, but I wanted to go back to the history piece, the 2014 team. You were probably, I'm guessing, 9, maybe 8 years old and watching that team. And you mentioned the building, right? You've got 3 teams in the building, Penfield, Thomas, and Schroeder. Both of those teams hung banners last year. You get to hang the most recent banner. But what do you remember about that 2014 team and how they inspired you and to be able to hang that banner? I mean, it kind of brings it all full circle, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I was, excuse me, I started playing hockey actually later on. I didn't start till I was about 7 or 8. So I kind of was, getting into things as my high school team was doing some pretty awesome stuff. It was just super cool. I'd go to the rink and I'd see these giant, 6'2" guys walking around in these cool varsity jackets. And, they were the talk of the town. Everybody was like, man, these Warriors, they're getting pretty far in this. And then they beat Victor, I want to say, coach could probably attest to that. And everyone was like, man, they've had a pretty good season and they just kept on going. And I talked to one of the players from that team recently. They brought in extra stands for the regional game at Webster, which to me was just the coolest thing ever, that you had almost 1,000 people packed into my local rink to watch, my future high school team play. And, for it to come full circle and for us to be kind of in this same moment right now, it's awesome. It's so cool.
Steve, that's a pretty smart young man between the pipes. Those are good answers.
I know, and he's got a future in IT. I don't know if we'd be talking to Coach Brew if it weren't for Smitty either.
Where are you guys again? You're in, I see ductwork, so we're in someone's basement. Where are you guys? I see the net behind you. Where are you?
Oh yeah, we're in my basement. There's a net behind me.
And you got a net.
So is there a knee
cool.
hockey tournament tonight? You guys seem pretty loose. So we doing some knee hockey? Are we watching the
Yeah.
So this is great. We got a hockey net behind the guys, and we got one of our sponsors, just by coincidence, Weigels, behind Coach Broussard. So fantastic. Next up is Skinny Atlas at Skinny Atlas, 5:00 on Saturday in the Division II state tournament. Coach, have you been able to get a snapshot of what they're like yet? What can you tell us about, I believe they are the Lakers. They should be the Lakers if they're not.
Yeah, no, they definitely are. The Skinny Atlas Lakers are, I believe they're 4-time repeating Section 3 champions. I know they're always in the conversation every year. They're going to be good. They're always good. They have a solid program coming out of that rink. You know, it's going to be really great playing in that barn. I stepped foot in there one time. I was gracious enough to set foot in there, and I got to look around. There's just banners hanging everywhere. I mean, you can tell it's got history, and the program's got history, and we're excited to get a chance to go be a part of that atmosphere and play there.
So
Well, the last time
for Coach.
Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, I just wanted to have him break down our guests a little bit. You know, we talked about the team all, but, you know, you got a sophomore scoring 2 goals in the finals. You got your steady as a rock defenseman, and then you got your goalie who's allergic to giving up goals in sectionals. Talk about what these guys bring to the table.
All 3 of these gentlemen sitting on this call with us.
Yeah.
Exactly what you said. I mean, I've had conversations with every single one of those boys, and they have stepped to the plate and done everything that we've asked them to do. All 3 of these guys have, and I'm super, super proud of them, and really, really happy for all of them. And you know, it is what it is, right? Jason brings the offense, Gratz brings the defense, and Smitty stops the puck. He's got one job.
And
you know,
and I don't think we mentioned the goal scorer in the semis, TJ Swinson, too. So
Absolutely.
Huge. And there's
TJ's been enormous for our team this year, for sure. He should definitely, he deserves all the mention. He's been awesome.
Well,
So
Steve, go ahead.
let me get Gratz, because we got to give the kids the last word. And
Yeah.
Colin did such a good job setting it up, saying over the summer this team was a train without a conductor. So what has the conductor brought to the whole thing? Obviously, you knew Coach Brew a little bit, but to win sectionals your first year, your senior year, with an old new guy stepping in, what's it been like playing for him, and how would you describe his coaching style?
His coaching style is just, you know, it's tough love, but it's honestly, it's what we need as a team. Like, honestly, I've seen such, you know, growth from all of my teammates, including myself. Just his coaching style, it's right. It's right for this group, and it really gets us, you know, dialed in, and it really gets us ready for these tough opponents that we play. So I wouldn't have anybody else coach our team. Sincerely, like, this season would not look the same if we didn't have Coach Brew. Yeah.
I have one last very important question. Who among the 3 of you said, let's wear the hats tonight on the interview?
I don't know. We were talking about it. Well, I was under the assumption varsity jackets and hats, and then I get here, neither of them have it. So
Well, they look really good. It's really great swag. Congratulations. The last time Schrader did this, it took it the whole way, 2014. So best of luck. Let's have history repeat itself. And if so, maybe we'll talk to you guys in a couple weeks. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach Broussard. Nice to meet you. Appreciate it. We got you muted, though. Hang on. Unmute you. Unmute yourself, my man. Thank you, Coach.
Absolutely. No, thank you. Thank you so much, Jeff. Thank you for having us.
Good luck to you guys. Thanks, fellas. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
For Steve Bradley and our producer, Joe Brown, my name's Jeff DiVeronica. Thanks for watching us right here on the Connors and Ferris High School Sports Show.